In the early dawn hours of April 19, 1775, the first of what would become more than 1 million men and women gave their lives for what has become the greatest nation the world has ever known. Since those first casualties at Lexington and America's struggle for independence, there have been more than 92 battles, wars, and incidents that have shed the blood of America's warriors. Americans have honored their dead in many ways and forms, and our nation is dotted with memorials to those who have fallen in service to our country. However, many of us find ourselves wanting to do more for our veterans and active duty warriors. We want to acknowledge those who have given so much, those who now stand on the walls protecting us, and to be ready when they are again called to fight and sacrifice. When we ask, "What can I do?" we find inspiration from those who simply answer, "This I can do." Inspiration from those such as the students at Martins Mills School, who formed the first platoon of the fallen that marched in the Dallas Veterans Day Parade. The 2015 Dallas Veterans Day Parade celebrated the 70th anniversary of the free world's victory over the Axis governments, and several surviving heroes were recognized. Members of the Martins Mill platoon presented Grateful American Challenge coins to a number of these veterans and dozens of other warriors present at the parade. The portraits carried by the members of the platoon are copies of those painted by Ken Pridgeon as part of his Portraits of a Warrior museum. Ken's goal is to complete such stirring and personal memorials for each of the 600-plus Texans who have fallen in the War on Terror. Men and women that he calls his boys and girls. The pictures of these young Americans, lost forever to their families, friends, and country, evoked a full range of emotions, from the young, the old, those who have served, and those who have lost one dear to them while serving. We saw salutes, tears, cheers, and stunned silence. Caps were removed. Parents pointed and told their children, "Look, those boys and girls died for us. They are the real American heroes." Nothing was more touching than when the platoon passed by the families of the fallen. American Legion Post 581 had earlier recognized the Gold Star mothers, and now they saw that their sons and daughters were still serving, still communicating a message of commitment to their countrymen. The students of Martins Mill answered the question of what can I do? They chose to march, not in protest, but in honor, not in anger, but in respect. They decided, "This I can do."